The next question would be, what is the biggest misconception of life?
Time. Thinking you have more time.
I said I agree. I definitely agree. I agree, like, cause we always wake up, we always push shits to the side and feel like I got tomorrow. I'm gonna do it on this day.
You have 24 hours. Good luck.
And sometimes I get it. We get lazy. You know what I'm saying? You get settled in. You don't want to fucking. You feel me? You don't want to do much. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of shit is overwhelming.
Yeah, we human. We be like, bro, I need some time out. And the only reason why I feel like that, I feel like time is the biggest misconception. I'm about to reveal some personal information to y'all because I lost my parents. You know what I'm saying? To like, and within the same year, 6 months apart. I lost my dad first, then I lost my mom. So when I lost my dad, it was kind of all of a sudden like, damn, shit, like my dad's sick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I wasn't gonna tell y'all what I lost him to, but it was cancer. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but when what I'm trying to say is when he passed on or whatever, my mom, I'm thinking like, okay, I got time to, I'm about to try to do stuff with my mom, trying to, you know what I mean? Put everything to the side that whatever we was always arguing about, you know what I'm saying? Whatever fuck beef we had, whatever. Put all that to the side. And all of a sudden, she gets it. And then she's gone. So that shit fucked me up so fucking bad because I like, and the revert back to my dad, the week that he passed, that day I was getting off. You know what I'm saying? I had planned a day for him. I was gonna be up there all day with him. I was gonna spend the night with him. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? So I had planned this shit. And the day of that, I was about to go up there with him and spend the night and be there with him all night and whatever the fuck, watch TV, let's talk, whatever. He passed. That's the day he passed, and I was at work doing overtime. You know what I'm saying? Because they had me at work all the time. These jobs will have you at work all the time, just doing shit. You know what I'm saying? And have you work all type of fucking hours. And I was working all type of dumbass hours, and I had put a day to the side for him, and he still passed on me. So then you fast forward back to my mom. Like I said, when we learned out about her being sick or whatever, I was trying to be like, all right, I'm gonna put everything to the side, do this, do that, do that. Boom, she gone. So then amongst other things that I thought, you know what I'm saying, I had more time to do. Like it just, even with us as general beings, you know what I'm saying, our age, like you always feel like you got more time until you look up and realize that you don't really have a lot of time.
Message.
Like so
time is one of the things that never stops moving.
I repeat.
It just never stops moving. That's crazy. This song just came on too as we talking about that. But
right. Creepy.
Time never stops moving. So with that being said, stop putting shit off. Go ahead and do it. If it's something that you know is hard, just do it. Do your best to get it done. Do it.
Just do it.
Even if it's wrong.
I'm one of the biggest fucking procrastinators, and it took me this long to learn that if I don't do it now, I'm never gonna do it. So do it now. Get it done. Get it out the way. That way you have no reason to say, oh man, the deadline coming up for this. Oh man, I only got so much time to do this. Like, you should have been fucking did it. Do it.
Now I understand. Let's be reasonable. You ain't gonna cram everything in. You're not gonna do everything all in at one time. So do whatever is most sustainable at the time that you need to get done, or you feel that you need to get done. Whatever the fuck it is that you know that if it's been bugging you this long and keep being on your mind, you should have been did it. So that's how you know that you should have been did it. But even if it's the wrong way, you can learn from your mistakes.
Yes, definitely.
It's the fact I'd rather do something wrong than not do it at all. You feel me? Like, you can call me a dumbass all fucking day, but at least I took the initiative and I tried, and I tried to do it. But you can't sit here and tell me, you can't talk shit about me saying that I never did it.
Nope.
Man, take a drink on that. That's I ain't gonna lie.
Like, so at least I took the time out to do it wrong. You feel me?
Don't nothing fail but a try.
Don't
nothing fail but a try. So even if you don't get it done, you tried. Can't nobody say you didn't try. Don't nothing fail but a try.
Exactly.
Period, point blank. So if you trying, that should be enough. You're trying.
In most cases.
Instead of being that motherfucker who's a couch potato, who just don't want to do nothing.
And especially if you know you're putting your best foot forward and you're giving it your all and you trying to you really giving it your best foot forward. Ain't nothing wrong with failure. Like, I failed plenty of times trying to do shit. Like,
hell, I'm still failing at life right now, but I'm trying.
I mean, when it comes to that type of shit, I think we all is. Like, we still, like, because we ain't nobody really where they want to be, and I get that. So, but sometimes you gotta take the good with the bad, and you gotta just know that, okay, it can either be worse, or I had time to do this shit, and I know this you have time to leave your legacy and stuff behind that you didn't did. Now, if you just sit around and not do nothing with your time,
that's on you. That's on you. Can't fault nobody but yourself. Even if you came up in a tough household, even if you were an orphan and you came up in the system, you got taken from your parents left you, whatever the case may be. Once you get a certain age, this shit is on you. It ain't on nobody else but you. That's it. You can change your life. Can't nobody change your life for you. You can change your life. You can change how much money you make by going back to school and learning something and choosing a different career. You can change that. But if you continue to blame people and you continue to put it off thinking you got more time, you're going to wake up one day in that casket.
Go look up the history. Shit, don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit. See what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man.
And if you get that metaphor, you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, time is, man. Remember back how when you was young and you first get that, when you start walking into that young feeling, you feel like you're going to be like that forever. Or you feel like you can run forever. You feel like you can
do everything forever.
Like everything that you was doing, like you feel like you could just do it forever. And then as people get older,
No! I'm an overweight middle-aged man.
That's why some people, they have the little, I guess, midlife crisis phase, they will call it. Because
I feel like all men and women go through a midlife crisis.
At one point.
The way they
at one
handle
point.
it.
Yeah, at one point. Some people.
Yeah. Some people just go completely left field with it.
Yeah.
And then some people might buy or make a purchase that you look at them like, that's something you would have did at 25.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Not 35 or 45. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, but it's people, I guess it's just people's subconscious way of trying to adjust the time. So I feel like that's why they call it time crisis, because you probably at a state of your life where you realizing like, damn, you might be real. Okay, so it's almost like if the person that works all they fucking life, the older guy, I ain't gonna put a race on it, but the older guy that works all his fucking life, and all of a sudden he gets 65-year-old, he retires, he wanna go buy the Corvette.
That's a dream car too.
But he's been wanting it his whole life, is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So imagine if he would have got that back then. If he could have got it back then.
Probably wouldn't have cherished it as much as he will at the age of 50, 60 years old.
But is it, some people will look at that shit as like he's going through a
midlife crisis?
Yeah. So it's
he
like
a fucking two-door coupe sports car.
And I don't always feel like that either. Just because you make certain purchases, I don't feel like it's immature or some shit. It depends on what it is. But like with cars and shit, I don't really feel like cars are like timeless pieces of machinery. You know what I'm saying? So, but I can get why people will feel like that because you're an older guy. Why would you get a speedful car? Like, you know what I'm saying? That that can hurt you, or you can't really control.
You can't control it.
You're my boy, Blue.
Yeah, like
too
I'm
much
saying.
power.
It's almost like that same person going out and get a Harley. You ain't never had a Harley.
Yeah, you ain't never even been on a fucking motorcycle.
In fact, I think I was watching Bernie Mac, and he has an episode where he had bought
a bike,
and Wanda got mad at him.
Yeah, he bought a bike.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So at that, he felt like he was going through some type of. He had to feel validated. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's when time really gets to fucking with us. So it's like once you learn how to adjust, I think the trick is to try to adjust with time. Once you learn to adapt and adjust with time, I feel like that prints out your real success of your timeline, because you use your time more appropriately, you use your time more wisely. You know what I'm saying? You know, all right, I'm this old now, so
let me tell you about a friend of mine who said his mom was going through a midlife crisis. I can't remember what age she was at, but she might have been close to 40 or at 40, and she got her first tattoo. And, you know, he confided in me. He was like, man, she going through midlife. She's got a tattoo and ooh. I felt like that was something she always wanted to do, but she had children and she felt like it wasn't appropriate to have tattoos at the time. D.L. Hughley.
Yeah, okay.
D.L. Hughley, once he stopped being on TV, he has full body tattoos. Tribal, things that mean shit to him. But if you remember, D.L. Hughley maybe had a shoulder tattoo or some chest piece or something that was always covered up because of his profession. And then once he got to a certain age, he just said, fuck it, I'm going to just do what I want to do. And he got hella tattoos now. I don't think he went through a midlife crisis. I think he was freed at a certain age in his life to where he said, this is when I want to do this.
That's what I said. That's probably his way of adjusting with time. See, most people will look at somebody's time adjustment as a time crisis, but sometimes they're just adjusting with time, and they're like you saying, they probably might have been. They feel like it's almost like a person hopping out of a plane.
Skydiving.
Yeah, it's type just doing something crazy as fuck.
For the record, I will never do that shit
at all. But it's just somebody doing something crazy as fuck. Now I might.
I'll do a simulator, but I'm not actually jumping out of a plane.
I was gonna say zip line, but I was like, I might.
I've done that before.
I was like, I might. It's a hard might.
Zip lining isn't as scary as you think unless you're zip lining over from mountain to mountain. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, that's the one I would probably want to do.
You what?
Like I would want to do.
You want to zip line from one mountain to the next?
Man, look, I'm afraid of heights, so it's like I try to.
Boy, you gonna shit your heart out. Boy.
I probably am, but it's just
this motherfucker want to. This motherfucker want to zip line from mountain to which mountains? Do you know?
No.
You just know you want to do it.
I said I might. I didn't say I want to. I said I might. Depending on how I'm feeling that day and the energy, if you know what I'm saying, I might. You know how you feel like you go to Gatlinburg?
Listen, that's where I did it.
I mean, I'm saying like
that's where I did it. Okay. That's where I ziplined at.
I'm about to say, you know how you might be on a Gatlinburg or something like that. You might y'all go something like, all right, I might try it out.
Yeah, that's
you know
what
I'm saying. But
and I felt like just me. I felt like the harness wasn't tight enough for me. Before I even took off, I had this motherfucker tighten it like twice. Like, yo, make sure this motherfucker don't hold me.
That's why I'm cool, bro. I'm cool, but that's one of them situations where a person feel like it's a now or never.
Not the day.
So it's like that's why I said that's kind of a time crisis.
Well, yeah, I get that. If I don't do it now, I ain't gonna never do it.
That might be a time crisis situation, like to me, but it's not as bad as people try to make it.
That is understandable. If you're looking at something like it's always something you wanted to do and you don't want to put it off, like go do it. Oh, I just hope that God and Jesus be with you. If it's something like jumping out of a plane. There's so many things that can go wrong with jumping out of a fucking plane.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
So many things. Your parachute can open up.
And not open up.
But if you are turning and the wind is blowing and that motherfucker wrap up, that's just like not having a parachute.
It's a wrap.
You're free falling back down to the earth. If that's the way you want to go, be my guest. How your final destination that way? Shit.
I mean, but
I'm not.
Like them just thrill seeking things. Like I always wanted to drive a little NASCAR.
To me, that's not thrill seeking. That's for adrenaline junkie.
I mean, it's the same shit. It could be one and the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? You thrill seek, you fucking...
A thrill is doing 100 miles an hour in the car. Like you was about to say, you always wanted to drive NASCAR or at least go around the track.
I mean, shit.
That's a thrill.
Falling from a plane 100 miles an hour to the ground.
That's not a fucking thrill.
Shit.
Your adrenaline is pumping. You don't know if you about to survive this or not.
I mean, you don't know if you're going to survive that fucking driving.
Hey, man, listen. They got roll cages inside of them cars.
Yeah.
That motherfucker flip over 7 times. Dale Earnhardt, rest in peace.
All 200 bones getting rolled around.
Rest in peace to Dale Earnhardt and other racers who have lost their lives on the track.
Sure.
But majority of the people who wreck on the NASCAR track walk away.
But it's stuff like that. That's what I'm saying.
I get it. But to me, that's not a thrill.
You got people that want to ride horses and people that might want to...
That's not much of a thrill. Well,
some people don't fuck with horses.
If you get on the back of a bull, that's a thrill, I feel like.
Get your fucking jaw kicked out.
Yeah.
My ass still hurts.
I'm just saying, that's safer than jumping out of a plane.
Yeah.
To me. Now, I don't know the actual factuals
or
of the deaths. No. Fuck no.
Hell no.
No.
I'm just saying.
Where's it at?
This is things that people think of.
No.
This is things that people think about on a time.
I can't find it, and he don't went past it. But I'm not deep. I'm not scuba diving in a heavily shark presence body of water. I'm not doing it.
Snorkeling, they call it.
Snorkeling, scuba diving. If it's sharks and whales around, I would probably do it with dolphins before I would do it with sharks and whales.
And orca whales are just as dangerous. So
exactly.
People doing that shit. So
sperm whales too. The big motherfuckers will grab you and take you 400 meters down, and you think you about to survive that? They're not even gonna kill you. Getting back up is what's gonna kill you.
Yeah. So basically, this is what we saying. Like these situations are thrill seeking and addictive. Or what they call it, adrenaline
junkies
shit.
And thrill seekers.
Yeah, that's what that shit is. But
I'm with the thrill seekers. If you're a thrill seeker, I support you. If you're an adrenaline junkie, fuck you.
I mean, some people look at adrenaline junkies getting shot at too.
I'm gonna tell you this. What?
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm just kidding. You know, niggas like the shit.
Listen,
nigga, I got shot at, nigga. Like, nigga, what are you talking about right now? Like,
you a dickhead. You think that's a fucking adrenaline just because you're getting shot at,
nigga,
and that's coming from
like shit, nigga.
I ain't trying to incriminate myself. This is a past, but I've been in shootouts. I've pushed down on people and shot at them. That's not a fucking adrenaline rush. Yeah, it's not.
You tripping, dog.
What is wrong with you?
Let me tell you. That's not a fucking adrenaline. That's a life-threatening situation. That's what that is. But anyway, I no longer live that life. What was that guy's name?
Who?
Crocodile Hunter. He was a adrenaline. No, not Dundee. That's the fucking movie. What is he talking about? What the fuck is he really talking about right now?
Shit. What's dude's name?
I can't remember. He had a daughter.
The Crikey.
He had a daughter that's following in his footsteps. Listen, he was an adrenaline junkie. Anytime you want to jump on a crocodile or an alligator's back and call yourself taming them, you're a fucking adrenaline junkie.
Man, you launched me. Nigga, what? He been waiting this moment all his crocodile life.
He didn't even die from a crocodile. He died from a fucking stingray.
Man, look, like I always tell...
Stingray stuck that sharp-ass thing out their tail right in his heart.
Look, bro, I always said this shit. And his time, I don't mean nothing by it, but his time passed the wrong timeline. Because ain't no telling what that type of time that stingray was on. He could have just got off work. He could have just got into a baby mom's.
You're coming... Are you fucking serious right now?
That sea life, bro. He probably like, bro, man, this bitch got me on. This nigga get the fuck.
But he approached that stingray from behind and was trying to grab it or pet it or something, and that motherfucker shot that tail up with that spike, and it went straight through his heart.
On some dumb shit, bro.
For you to be a guy who was a professional in catching crocodiles and alligators, I felt like you should have known.
Nigga, I don't even like catching house spiders, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
I felt like
right
you
now?
should have known, like, this is dangerous. I shouldn't be approaching this motherfucker in this way. And that's just how I felt.
I didn't think he was going to get me like that.
You shouldn't be doing that. That man is dead. I should not be doing
I'm sorry.
that.
My bad, bro. I apologize.
But yeah, he was an adrenaline junkie to me.
Yeah, he put himself in harm's way on purpose,
Yeah,
bro.
to me, he was an adrenaline junkie. It was like his life was not complete without having that rush.
But that's what he lived for. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit he was on. That's what he lived for. So it's like, but nah. I would never do none of that shit. Like I said, basically what we trying to say, yes, time is not your friend, but if you gotta apply time accordingly and do it right. Because you never know when the last little thrill seeking, the adrenaline junkie might be your last.
Stop putting things off. If you want to jump out of a plane, go jump out of a plane. You want to zip line, go zip line. You want to scuba dive, go scuba dive. Don't tell people for 15 years that you want to do this and you've never done it.
Just do it, I guess. If it's on your mind that bad,
if you want to
do
go
it.
back to school to further your education and have a better career, go do it. Don't keep telling people what you're going to do or what you want to do. Just go do it. And stop telling people what you're going to do and just do it. And when you see that you've done it or that you accomplished this thing, then it'll be like, well, this motherfucker did it, I can do it.
Type shit. So
you get what I'm saying? Like you need to celebrate people more. Celebrate people's accomplishments more.
stop fucking hating all the goddamn time, man.
I love to see someone that I know or knew or is involved with accomplish some things. I am here to celebrate you. I am here to congratulate you. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to say, I wouldn't have did that. Bullshit. I probably want to do it. I'm just scared.
That's why I said, like, shit. Try it. At least try. Like I said, like, the more you try, you can't keep trying something and keep getting worse at it. You have to initially gain some type of skill.
First of all, things take practice, and you have to learn them.
You're gonna gain a skill eventually. You're gonna gain some type of skill to make you better than what you was. Like,
Correct!
As long as you put in your best effort towards it, I believe you will accomplish it.
Even the worst motherfucker and whatever is still,
will you
is better
accomplish
than the
it
average.
On your first try? Maybe not. But does that mean quit? No.
Nope.
That does not mean quit. Try again. These sayings are here for a reason. I have yet to hear a saying that it's not a fact. You get what I mean? If you understand what I'm saying. What's another saying people say that's definitely true? Like it's just everybody says it.
The worst they can tell you is no. So basically, that's a way of saying just try it.
Yeah, that's
the worst thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
people telling you can be anything you want. In certain people's life, it's unrealistic. It is. I get it. But when you try, it's not unrealistic anymore. Because
you know what?
You trying. To
capitalize off what you're saying, and I wish people would stop doing this too. Even though we have our show, our podcast, or whatever, and regardless of how small you think this shit is, we did this.
Yeah, we did it.
Message.
We put this out.
We
have a legacy.
He loves it. I support him. He supports me. I don't care if we got one follower. We're going to continue to do this.
So for people that's out there that's like me and maybe a little bit further than me, like we know how precious time could be, and you just gotta stop what you're doing, just try it and just do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Quit worrying about people and just do it.
Go ahead, jump out there.
This is what you leave. This is what you do.
Whether you jumping out there head first or you sticking one toe in, jump out there.
And that is basically tonight's questions we got for y'all, and this tonight's show. I gotta go figure out what's wrong with my grumpy dog. He done came in at the end. I'm gonna see what he's hollering about.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is After Hours TV /podcast. I am Hefe Montana, and this
It's
is
your boy Bobby Bravo. If you didn't know, I just told you. Until next time.